What's going on, everybody? This is Riyad here with a new fighting game tutorial, and as I told you before, in this one we're going to make the player move. But before that, I just want to show you some little changes that I did. So let me just open the lobby manager here. Okay, so for the create menu, I remember that we had some text that appeared and tell us to press the H button to host or the G to connect. So I replaced it with this button, so it's gonna be more easier. And to join a server, then you can go to the join menu and then press this connect manually server button. So if I press that, then the user can choose whether to spawn his player or connect to or to spectate and see the other players play it. So if I press spawn, then I can join, and if I press spectate, then nothing will happen basically. Come on. Okay, multiplayer host, and if I press spectate, then I can't do anything, but when someone connects, then I can't see it. So if you want to copy the code, it's very easy. So where is it? Yep, this is for hosting a server. Okay, and to join, this is the code for joining button, so it's very easy, and I didn't want to waste some time on that. And I also joined the join menu for the client, so I'm drawing here kind of like a black background to see the buttons clearly. And yeah, so if the server type is 1 versus 1, then let's throw the spectate button and the spawn button. So anyway, let's start making our player moving. So we need a variable here called isPlayer equals false. Okay, now let's go to the join menu. Now make sure to set this variable true only if we are actually playing. So if we hit the spectate menu, then we will not able to send data to the server. So if we're spectating, then we can only receive the data and display it on the screen. Okay, so let's hit OK, and let's add some constants here. So actually I have this constants, which is key, and its value is 2. Okay, good. Now let's make a script str send key. So whenever we press a key here, the server will try to know which key we pressed and will move the player depending on the key that we have pressed. So first of all, we need to seek the buffer as always. So buffer seek start as a base. Now for the offset is 0, of course. Now the first key to send, first value to send is always on buffer unsigned date bit, and the value is key. Okay, now I'm going to write also the I think S60 is fine. Yep, argument 0. Oops. So argument 0 the key. Argument 1 is the state of the key, so whether if it's pressed or released, you know. So let's change it to 1, and finally let's send the packet. Network send packet. Okay, using our socket and buffer, and finally buffer tell buffer. Okay, so very good. Now let's go to the client in the step event. Okay, send the keys to the server. Okay, so first of all, let's see if we are playing. Okay, now if keyboard check pressed virtual key right, oops, right, then scr send key, which is virtual key right, and the state 0. Okay, let's do that another time, and this time let's change press to released. Okay, now we need to change the state to 1, so that when we have released the key. And for now let's do some, I'm going to make 3 keys, which is which the first one is the right key, the second one is the left, so let's copy that, the last one is the up arrow, so for jumping. Okay, yeah, okay. Now let's go back to our player, remote player I mean. Okay, let's make some variable landed equals false, and double jump equals false. What else? Player speed equals 8, and jump speed equals say about 12. Okay, now in the step event, let's say scr gravity, or wait, let's say var g. Okay, so if g equals 0, that means landed equals true, else landed equals false. Okay, so one more thing we need to do in the create event is making a map for the keys. So for I equals 0, I is less than so for now we're going to have 3 keys, I plus plus. Okay, so keys I equals 0, or should I say 1? No, you know what, so let's change this to 0 and actually no, let's leave it as 1. Okay, yep, let's go to the step event. Now if keys first of all, yeah, moving player. So if keys, so 0 is for the right key, let me just zero is right, 1 equals left, 2 is the jump key. Okay, but it's better to make it as variables, I mean constants. So let's insert some keys here. So right key is 0, okay, left key is 1. Oh, this should be left key. Let's answer another variable, which is up key, and its value is 2. Okay, let's hit save and okay. What? Oh no. Yes, save. So now let's say if right key is equals 0, then so if place free x plus player speed x plus player speed y, then x plus equals player speed. Oops, player speed. Okay. Now if landed sprite index equals run sprite, okay, let's do the same thing for the left key. So this should be left, this minus, and same thing here. And we need to do that for the jump key, which is upper key. Okay, now let's say if landed, then vs speed equals 0, then vs speed minus equals jump speed, and dj equals true, so we can do double jump. Okay, so now if not landed and dj, then first of all vs speed equals 0, vs speed is let's say minus equals jump speed, finally dj equals false, and before that make sure that our virtual speed is actually greater or equals -1. Okay, so we can do double jump when we are near the ground. And yep, that's all. So what you're going to need, yep, so if not landed, if the speed is greater than 0, then sprite index equals fall sprite, else sprite index equals jump sprite. That's all. Now let's go back to our received data here, and let's say else if command equals key. Okay, so what we're going to do, var key equals and var state. So key is buffer read buffer 60. So this is the key that the player pressed, buffer read buffer, and the same thing, buffer wait for the state, I think U8 is fine, but yep, change this to buffer U8. Let's go back to our client and this script, and change this to buffer U8. Okay, let's go back to receive data. Okay, so this is the state. So the key that we get will be something like that, vk right. But remember that the player doesn't know variable like this, vk keys vk right. He knows something like keys right key, right? So we're going to convert this data. So if the key that we received was vk right, then let's convert it to a constant, a number, which is right key. Okay, let's do the same thing. What? Same thing for um, the left key, and finally the up. Okay, up, and finally, so we're going to find the player. So yes, map find value. So the map is always client, and the key is socket. Okay, so with player keys dot key equals state. Too simple, right? And yeah, that's all. Now if we go back to the game actually, so let's press F5. Wait for the project to back up. Okay, so now let's press F5. Okay, multiplayer, host, spawn, and yep, oops, oh, one more thing. Because remember that the remote player have a gravity, so you need a collision event with ground. So base speed equals 0, and move contact solid direction and 12. Okay, so let's see if things are working fine. Okay, so let's press F5. Okay, multiplayer, host, spawn. Yep, so as you can see here guys, I can move. And one more thing we need to do is let's go back to our remote player and make sure that he has a mask. So actually let's go to our step event here, and let's say if character, or no, you know what, actually we can do it in this script. Where is it? Select character. Okay, but before that I need to do something before I forget it. So go back to our remote player, and here where is it? This step event. Okay, so here we're going to change the image axis scale. So here it's gonna be absolute value of image axis scale, and for the left, for the left key we're going to make it the negative value of that, and for this actually you can keep it like this for now. And here let's do something like mask equals, oh, wait, what was the variable? I think it's object mask. Oh, I can't remember. Oh yeah, mask index equals so stance sprite. Okay, actually let's make this here. Okay, now actually I want to see this on I want to see it when two clients join. So let's make an exe file and see how things are working. Come on. Okay. Yep. So let's install the game. Yep, install. Oh, come on. Okay, let's run the game here. Let's run another instance of the game. Okay, so this client will be on this instance. So let's see that this is the server. Let's change the name. Let's host the server, and here so this needs to be the client. So let me just rename it. Let's go to the join menu, connect manually, and local IP. Yup, the port. Come on. Oops. Cannot connect to the server. Please try again. Oh, I know why. Yep. So for the client, actually in the lobby manager, where is it? I think it's here. Yep. So make sure that okay. Actually, why did I? Okay, so let's copy that. Just save it in here. Okay. Let me run the client here and keep the server here. Because the client always tries to connect to the global IP to connect first, and then he'll connect to the server using the local IP. So let me host the server here. Okay, let's host the multiplayer. Let's join. Okay. Yep. So now both of the client and the server are in the spawn menu or the join menu. So when I press spawn, then the first client connect to the server, and as you can see here, the server can see the client. So if I press spawn 2, then the server now is connected. Now let's try to run another instance of the game and see how spectating works. Okay, so multiplayer, join. Oh, but we'll get an error because remember, yeah. Oh, actually no, because we already have two clients connecting to the game. So, yep. Oh, so we need to change this, maybe we're going to have two spectators and two players. So we're going to change this the max client's value to the double, because if the players were two, then you can have two spectators. Okay, and yeah, so that was all for today, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.